inspiration.
Now this is a new friend of mine. I'm going to be dancing a little bit because I love when new friends come, because I got introduced to her by an email, and you never know what happens with an email. You just never know what's going to happen, what the introduction is going to be. But look at this beautiful book, Braving the Self. Right here is a beautiful woman that is opened up, and you know what happens when you're not braving and getting out there and stepping out is you feel closed. And so she's going to be talking about that. Teresa, come here. Teresa Campos. Teresa, am I saying your last name right?
Yes, that's fine.
That's fine. Okay, so I'm close. I'm close. Okay, so let me tell you, now I'll give her a proper introduction when it is time, she's going to be right after Lucas.
Right.
But what I love about you, Teresa, is that I think mindset and the way you step into your day and how sometimes we are not warriors for ourselves.
Right.
I love it. Because this is exactly what she stands for, and she's going to go into more detail. But look at this beautiful woman that's dancing. So the spiritual journey, the journey of a spiritual warrior. So I can't wait to hear.
Thank you.
Thank you. And you may not know this, but this is the first location for 2019. So let's hear it for 2019. All the stuff that we're accomplishing. Let's see. You know what my phrase is this year? All in. And I've noticed that this whole year I haven't been all in. And I wake up in the morning, I go, what does all in mean? You're not doing it, Rhonda. No, I'm talking to myself. You're not doing it. So what do you mean by that? Don't just be lip surfacing it. So what you'll see here is that I'll be all in. So if I start dancing, I'm going to ask you to dance with me. That's being all in. It's like just getting the DNA moving. So that's what Nicole Diavola is about. Come on in, Nicole Diavola. Yay! Okay. So like what Nicole said, we met each other in a mastermind. And it was interesting because you know when you meet somebody and you feel like, oh, I'm already ready to do something with you. Like within a few minutes, we're trying to figure out how can we do stuff together because our energy was there. So we decided that besides business stuff, that we needed to go out on a trip for the weekend. She said, Rhonda, I'm going to go see my sister in San Diego. I said, no way. I used to live in San Diego, and that's my place to hang out. So she brought me with her.
Road trip, girl.
And we
road
talked.
Trip.
And we got to know each other.
And we talked.
See how much we love each other? See, this is what good friendship is, because I know that basically we're here also to get to meet new faces, and you never know what's going to happen. And this is what happens. Just fun stuff. To open yourself up and just say, hey, I'm myself. Love me for who I am. So she's going to talk more than just about this book that's been around and support a lot of people, because it is the 2-minute yoga, and it's going to blow your mind of the stuff that you can get done in your taking care of your body, DNA change that can make a massive movement. But she has like some fun stuff she's going to talk about, not just yoga, because yoga is awesome, but it's more than even that. So yes. Thank you.
You're welcome.
So let's go with our first speaker here, Lucas Lemon. Am I saying your last name correctly? Lehman. Well, it's Lehman. Isn't that right? But the E gets somewhere the hard E. Well, come on in. So Lucas, he's known with his book, and it's something that really got me thinking about. And that is that every time that Lucas speaks, it captures me in a way because he has a background in really being able to share about relationships and the energy and the flow between sex and money. And it's something that really, really inspired me, especially because we talked on my podcast that I used to have. And he was in his place, and my other podcast partner, my podcast partner, she was in Sweden, and we're all on the internet talking. And I looked at Lucas and I go, oh my gosh, I love this man because he really knows what he's talking about. So you're going to get a lot of great stuff.
Hi, I'm Lucas Roy Lehman, and I'm the author of the book 7 Principles of Sex and Money and Power. And what I do is personal power and intimacy coaching. I actually think of those as kind of two sides of the same coin, and personal power being my ability to manifest my desires with ease. And so what I do is I help men and women to see where they're losing energy, where's the most ideal place to focus their energy so that they can manifest their desires with ease in the outside world and in their relationships. If I'm lacking money and I say I want more money, that actually doesn't attract more money. To attract more money, we want to come from a place of abundance. And in his classic book, Think and Grow Rich, Napoleon Hill says the very first step to riches is desire. And I think this is true because desire is from this place of expansion. I'm coming from this place of I just want to give my gifts to the world, and the world responds very well to that. So when I was looking at how do I manifest my desires with ease, and personal power, power is energy directed. And so if I want to increase my power, I need to either increase the amount of energy that I have or increase my ability to channel it and focus it. And so really those are the kind of concepts that I play around with in the book.
Teresa Campos, Braving the Self. Come on in, sweetheart. Have to hug.
Yes. All right. I'm Teresa Campos, and my book is Braving the Self, The Journey of a Spiritual Warrior. I'm an author, mentor, and guide to those looking for a more fulfilled life. My book is about helping people claim what they desire and live the life that they want to live. In my book, Braving the Self, it is a journey. I mean, this has been a journey, not only to get to writing to this book, but it's the journey of a spiritual warrior. And I don't necessarily mean that that this is all me in this book. This is all many of the trials and tribulations that I have gone through, and not as in a story type, but just the different things that come up as you're on this spiritual journey. And it is about claiming your desire. It is about looking at your victim archetype. It is about understanding what vulnerability is. It is about living your most authentic self and being your most authentic self. And we are in a very interesting time right now, wouldn't you all say? I believe we're in a spiritual revolution. I do not believe we're in an economic crisis. I do not believe we're in a governmental crisis. I do not believe we're in a societal crisis. We are in a consciousness crisis. That's the crisis that we're in. And it is time for all of us to wake up even more than what we already are, and to wake up if we're not.
Nicole Diablo, come on in, my 2-minute yoga friend.
Hi, my name is Nicole Diavla, and I am the best-selling author of The 2-Minute Yoga Solution, Fast and Easy Stress and Back Pain Relief for Anyone at Any Time. And I created the book because I had so many people coming to me saying two things. One, either they didn't have time for yoga, they knew it would be good for them, they knew it'd help, and they said, I have no time. So like, do you have 10 minutes? Do you have 5 minutes? No. But when I got to 2 minutes, they said, okay, I could do 2 minutes. It's the consistency. And it's also about just when you have a setback, sort of like, I didn't make it in January. It doesn't mean you just throw the list out and stop doing it. You just keep doing what you can, and you just keep moving forward. And it's just like hiking up to get to the top of the mountain. Sometimes you even take the wrong trail, and that gets you really way behind to get to the top. And sometimes you slip, sometimes you have to sit and take a break. All of these things, and life is that way. And so what we want to do is look at where we can take these small little steps and make them be a part of our life and to bring them in as a habit, a new habit, in terms of whether it be our goals for health or wellness or wealth, relationships, whatever it might be. We want to create new habits.
Hi, my name is Rhonda Liebig, and I am an energy revitalizer and mindset mentor. And that just means so much to me. It makes me feel giddy, and you're gonna see, I love to dance, and it really does make me wanna cha-cha-cha. When I released this book this year, 14 Days to a Flat Belly, I was afraid of it. Just like everybody else, every entrepreneur that gets out there and does something new, because this was massive. And this is actually the beginning of me starting to think about my father, him being a diabetic, not really knowing how to eat, but taking his insulin, and it really got me thinking, what's a good diet out there that I believe I've seen clients step into that have really balanced them. But living in uneasiness is something very positive, because it means you're moving forward and you're listening. So that morning I listened, and I got off my medicine. I started looking at my stressors in life. I started to look at the people that were around me that were just cascading some negative things that didn't feel so good. And I didn't say goodbye to them. That's just natural attrition, just start moving on their way. And I started working out in a way that was not hardcore, really pushing me really, really hard, because I was a runner and I was lifting weights and I was doing all this stuff. But as a health coach, I understood at this point that was not the right thing for me. I need to slow down and balance my stress hormones. So I did that. So this is how you learn to start listening to yourself, listening to what your mindset is doing, where your body gets clogged. Because you just know, because if you're not feeling good in your stomach, your body is clogged in your stomach. And this means you might need to start listening to yourself more.
I am so glad I came tonight to the Fresh Inspiration Show. It was full of excitement and knowledge and inspiration. And the best part is that there are things that were said tonight that are easy for me to take home and start tomorrow. So thank you again to all the speakers this evening.
If you're looking for a place to get real personal growth, this is the place to get hardcore values that you can take home with you and use in real life.
Wherever you are in the world, definitely check out Rhonda Liebig's information and fresh inspirations and get inspired and jazzed up and Get ready to rock 2019 with all that these ladies and men have offered. And they're on a tour. They're on a rock and roll tour. So make sure you can check out the Bay Area where they're giving their talks in Sacramento, Marin.
Fresh inspiration.